Hi, you all. Today we're going to be combining vocabulary and poetry. So, this gentleman right here, his name is Kwame Alexander. He is a famous American writer, and he is most known for poetry. So, these are two of his vocabulary poems. They both have the exact same format, and that is going to be what we are replicating. We're going to be writing a poem that looks very similar to his. The first one is called Crossover, and the title of his poem is the word segmented into its syllables. So crossover, it has 3 syllables. Underneath it is how it's pronounced. So it has that hard k, which is often associated to a K. So this isn't the correct spelling underneath. It's just how you say it. It's just how it sounds. And then this is the part of speech, a noun. A simple basketball move in which a player dribbles the ball quickly from one hand to another. So his first stanza is the definition of a crossover in his own words. So your first stanza is going to be the definition of the word greedy in your own words. All right, let's continue. As in, when done right, a crossover can break an opponent's ankles. As in, Deron Williams' crossover is nice, but Allen Iverson's crossover was so deadly, he could have set up his own podiatry practice, which is a foot doctor. As in, Dad taught me how to give a soft cross first to see if your opponent falls for it, then hit him with the hard crossover. So this second stanza of yours is going to be a little, yes, you can consider it like a sentence, but a little bit, you have to think about it a little bit harder than just a regular sentence, using the word greedy. Just like every stanza in crossover has the word crossover except the definition, your as in has to have the word greedy in it, and then some kind of little story that helps us understand the word greedy better. So after I read another example of this type of poetry, I'll try to give you an example of something that I'm coming up with. So here's a second one, calamity. It is 4 syllables, calamity. This is what it sounds like. It is also a noun, which means it's a person, place, thing, or idea. An unexpected, undesirable event, often physically injurious. So it means you don't see it coming and it hurts your body, or it often hurts your body. As in, if JB hadn't been acting so silly and playing around, he would have cut 1 lock instead of 5 from my head and avoided this calamity. As in, the huge bald patch on the side of my head is a dreadful calamity. As in, after the game, Mom almost had a fit when she sees my hair. What a calamity, she says, shaking her head and telling Dad to take me to the barber shop on Saturday to have the rest cut off. So he's telling a story, and he's very intentional about making sure that he uses the word calamity every time. So every stanza, every part of his poem has the word calamity in it. So for yours, you already have the title, greedy, 2 syllables, how it's pronounced, gree, long E sound, d, e, another long E sound, and it is an adjective, which means it describes a noun. It describes a person, place, thing, or idea. So think about that. If it's describing a person, a place, a thing, or an idea, you may want to write about that. So after you write the definition in your own words, and you're thinking of what to put for your as in, think of something you've experienced. Maybe a time you were greedy. Maybe a time your sibling was greedy. Maybe you've seen something greedy on TV. So I'm going to do an example of when I was greedy.